once lived a Zen master Bokuju. He used to live inside cave alone most of time. He would sometimes loudly say, Bokuju, his own name, and the himself would say, yes, I am here. He would this any time, day or night. There were some disciples who used to follow him. They would hear this. Disciples were not able to understand its reason. So, one day one of his disciples asked him, why do you call your own name and then reply yourself to this? Bokuju replied, wherever I get into thinking, I have to remember myself to be alert, so I call my own name, Bokuju, loudly, and moment I can, yes, I am here. All the thinking and anxiety disappears. When Bokuju got old, in his last days for 2 or 3 years, he never called out his own name. Disciple asked, Master, you used to say your name all the time, but now, you never do this. Why so? Bokuju replied, because Bokuju is always here. He is always there, therefore there is no need to call him. Previously anxiety would take me, cloud all over me. So I had to call Bokuju, and that moment anxiety would disappear. Learning. You have to come to deep knowing of your own self and mechanism of inner working. If you become alert, anxiety will disappear. The story of the Zen master Bokuju conveys a profound lesson about self-awareness, mindfulness, and the nature of anxiety. Let's delve deeper into key lesson of this story. Self-awareness and mindfulness. Bokuju's practice of calling out his own name and responding demonstrated the significance of being in tune with our internal landscape, our thoughts, feelings, and the world around us. Mindfulness, which is the practice of maintaining an open and non-judgmental awareness of the present moment, is a powerful tool to cultivate self-awareness. It allows us to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting entangled in them. By understanding our thought patterns, we become better equipped to identify when anxiety starts to arise and take action to counteract it. In essence, self-awareness through mindfulness enables us to break free from the cycle of anxiety by bringing our focus back to the here and now. Anxiety and inner turmoil. Anxiety often stems from our preoccupation with the past or future. Dwelling on regrets or worrying about what's to come can create inner turmoil. Bokuju's practice emphasized redirecting our attention to the present moment, where anxiety has less room to thrive. By acknowledging our current reality and grounding ourselves in the now, we can interrupt the patterns of anxious thoughts. This practice fosters a sense of calmness and stability, as we recognize that the present moment is where our true power lies. Personal transformation. Bokuju's journey from initially needing to call out his name to ultimately transcending that practice signifies the transformative potential of self-awareness and mindfulness. Through consistent effort, we can reshape how we relate to our thoughts and emotions. As we become more self-aware, we gain insight into the triggers of our inner struggles, enabling us to respond with greater wisdom and resilience. This transformation involves cultivating a state of clarity and inner peace that persists even in challenging circumstances. Deep knowing of self. True self-understanding involves exploring the depths of our being, including our thought patterns, reactions, and underlying motivations. As we uncover the mechanisms of our inner workings, we gain the ability to anticipate our responses and navigate our emotions more skillfully. This self-knowledge empowers us to make conscious choices rather than being driven solely by unconscious impulses. Bokuju's practice serves as a metaphor for this exploration, where calling out his name represents a deliberate interruption of habitual thinking. Alertness and response. The act of calling out his name and responding was Bokuju's way of staying alert and responsive to his mental state. This practice reminds us that we can proactively influence our thought patterns by recognizing when they veer off track. By staying vigilant and acknowledging our thoughts and emotions, we gain the power to redirect our focus and prevent the escalation of negativity. The practice illustrates the importance of taking an active role in managing our inner world. In conclusion, the story of Bokuju illustrates how mindfulness, self-awareness, and a proactive approach can lead to profound personal transformation. By embracing the present moment, understanding ourselves deeply, and remaining alert to our mental state, we can overcome anxiety and find a lasting sense of tranquility and empowerment.